Am I starting? Are we live?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're live. Hi everybody. Welcome and thank you for listening to the NTX Podcast. This is episode 29.
Yeah.
Almost 30.
29.
We're almost there.
Almost 30.
So when we hit the 31/32 mark, like, should we celebrate?
With what?
Because we met.
For what?
We met a standard there.
Well, we just made it to our age.
Yeah.
Docs? Yeah. No.
We're in our early 30s.
Yep.
But we can celebrate about something we've created lasting longer than us if you equate a weekly episode to a year.
How are we going to celebrate just like we would in real life with a nice
Bottle of Chianti.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds
good.
Let's have wine next week.
Oh God. Okay. I mean, I'll drink some wine.
I might have to Uber. Wine, I drink it like it's Gatorade. And
Yeah.
Then I'm drunk.
And that shit gets you drunk way faster than beer.
It's dense.
Recovery drink. Sure.
Speaking of drink and beer.
I'm D, by the way.
Oh,
Mateo.
yeah. I forgot. God damn it. I'm JT. I'm out of my rhythm. I'm not used to
Out of
this.
the rhyme.
It's okay.
All right,
enough.
so this week we are not sponsored by Bitter Sisters Brewing Company. I believe it's out of Austin, Texas. This is Knockout Irish Style Ale. And a personal favorite of mine,
Yeah.
Local Buzz.
They still
by,
have the old can.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's still the old ones.
Four Corners Brewery. What do we want to start with?
Which one's lighter? Start with the lighter.
I mean, I
beer.
drink Local Buzz like every
Oh.
week, so
Add that
Either
to the
or.
montage.
fuck you.
Plus, these have the most satisfying, can tops ever.
I'm gonna add one to my bragging montage, but do I have the shortest bragging montage so far?
That sound right
Well, I'm
there.
definitely trending in the opposite direction.
Let me see if I can get a little ASMR right here.
Oh my God! That was a gunshot.
That hurt me. I'm
We'll
sorry.
probably
everybody.
edit that.
No,
we
I
don't
want to
leave
hear
it
what
in.
that sounds like. If it repeats whilst listening later.
So this is an audio podcast, and as our faithful listeners, you don't actually get to see some of the best parts, which are the faces D makes whenever we slurp beer.
Burp into the, I almost said camera, but Mike.
I die inside every time you do it.
Just a little bit. Just chipping away.
You should join us in the
Unprofessional attitude that we have.
the consumer likes to hear noises.
One of us has to try to hold it together.
Look,
At
this
least
is
for like 10 minutes.
ASMR is a big thing these days.
Yeah.
So really, we're just trying to give everybody the full experience of hanging out with your buddies that burp and fart and slurp beer in
I
your
think
ear.
only one fart has made it through.
That's true. Add that to my bragging montage. I have the only recorded fart in the group
Today.
Till now, yeah.
so
Okay,
far.
buddy.
I do miss who was it? Blues Mike that used to pick up every sound in
Oh
his
my
house.
God.
You could hear like his guts
Yeah.
move before the fart.
Yeah, so our usual Sunday bit was we would just play Xbox for most of the afternoon while watching the Cowboys games.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I mean, it probably won't change that much on Sundays during football season anyway.
Which we're almost
but
there.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Oh, there's a game today.
But is there?
Hall of Fame game.
Oh, damn.
What?
I got a bet on that. Hold on.
What?
But yeah, Blues Mike in particular could pick up.
Everything.
You could tell whenever flights were taking off from DFW Airport, and he lives nowhere close to it.
You could hear termites banging in the wall.
Yeah, everything.
He fell asleep one time, and we could tell because we could hear him snoring. It was awesome.
You got a new one though, right? We don't have to deal with that this year.
Yeah, he got no.
Good. Good.
That's
He's
sad,
got
though.
these, and then he just has the adapter.
That's what I have, yeah.
Should we try and do a sports science theater with the Cowboy game?
No.
I know we can't put the audio through the thing, but we could figure out a way to put the audio through this, and it wouldn't be on the recording, but we could hear it in our ears.
We just have to.
If you want to do all that work, go for it.
We just have to be like, oh, here we are, first quarter,
and then sync it up.
15 minutes.
So
Yeah,
Here's the kickoff now.
sure, go for it.
that would be kind of interesting. Leave a comment below if you'd like to.
Can people comment on anything but YouTube?
No, they can't. We should probably set up there is a Twitter account.
Oh, there is?
I just don't check it
What?
because nobody subscribes to it.
What is it? Just NTX?
I think it's just NTX
Go
Podcast.
subscribe now.
I will confirm. Are we going to start giving out social media listings before?
Oh yeah.
Well, we got to get the gram of you doing all those photos that we talked about where you mimic somebody.
You lost me here too.
Yeah,
I think it was...
a couple episodes back.
Yeah.
You gonna do Bell?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I gotcha. I think we should do a calendar of that.
There you go. We just won't post it here.
Did you pay your
in my
internet
place
bill?
at all.
Yeah, what the
Yeah.
frick? Oh,
Yeah,
speaking of that.
shit's running slow.
Oh yeah. Speaking of that, rent's due today.
Oh, yeah.
How crazy are they if you pay, like, tomorrow?
Tomorrow you're fine, but then it's like $100. It's 10% of your rent.
Oh, God. Every
10% of your rent?
Afterwards. Is your late
Fuck.
fee.
That is a harsh late fee.
Just don't be late.
Well, yeah, but damn. That's pretty rough. I think my apartment complex is it's like $10, then $20, then $30, and then it starts getting into severe penalties.
Oh yeah.
Cricket chirps. That came on the TV. Perfect time.
Perfect timing.
As we're waiting to load the Twitter account.
Yeah, the Twitter account. We'll have it.
We'll figure it out. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, we'll figure it out. I'm gonna keep it rolling. I'll put it up in a bit. We also do have an email address, which is ntxnewmedia@gmail.com.
New N-E-W?
N-U.
NU ntxnewmedia.com.
New metal.
Exactly.
Favorite new metal band go?
what is new metal?
Like Limp Bizkit and
Linkin Park.
Okay.
Park.
Did you guys listen to
It's Korn.
the Lads podcast on the left episode on? There's a recent serial killer that was out of Anchorage, Alaska. I think it's like Israel or something like that.
Yeah.
They made fun of him because apparently he really liked Limp Bizkit and Linkin Park and all that new metal shit.
Yeah.
He listened to it a lot, and they made the bold claim that Linkin Park is the worst band of all time.
Oh,
They actually
I should listen to these guys.
apologized in like a later series for
It was the next
their
episode
comment. Yeah.
because they got so much backlash. Because I think what they forgot is that their audience and the people that listen to new metal kind of intersect.
Yeah. They're. Mm-hmm.
Had to walk that one back.
Yeah, Linkin Park blows.
What's wrong with Linkin Park?
I don't know. I think they got
They're
overplayed
not
for me
saves the day.
whenever I was in middle school,
All
high
right.
school.
So it took a while.
Don't
but
understand how
Sorry.
you can like Linkin or hate Linkin Park, but like Limp Bizkit. Limp Bizkit is garbage.
They're a good bad band. They're bad, but I enjoy listening to them.
I mean, we can flip it around. How can you like Linkin Park and not like Limp Bizkit?
Yeah.
I mean, it's rap metal. Just one's a different variety. One's a little more douchey. One's a little more artsy. One's a little bit more metal than the other.
There are musical components to some Linkin Park songs, ish.
Hey, Behind Blue Eyes was a good song.
But that's a Who song.
Yeah, but they still played it.
So it's Break Stuff. That's a good song.
Break Stuff's a good song.
I will say,
So
Break
is
Stuff
Nookie.
is the best song for whenever you've actually had a bad day.
Yeah. Oh.
The official Twitter account for the NTX Podcast is at NTX Podcast.
Okay.
So remember that for future.
How long has
Settle.
that been live?
Joined August 2018.
Oh wow.
It's been a year.
It's been a year.
Hey.
Hey, exactly. We're celebrating that birthday. We have not tweet. Oh no, I did make a tweet when
Make
I
a
made
tweet.
it. August
Mark
12th, 2018. I said first tweet, and that's the only thing that's on here.
Look at you, buddy. You're doing
Zero following, 0 followers. So yeah, what was it? if you want to hear us do Cowboy Sports Science Theater, leave us a tweet
Follow
at
the
us.
page.
At us, bro.
Tweet
Send
at
us a
me.
DM.
Whenever I followed Dance Gavin Dance, they sent me a DM.
Oh, did they?
I said, thanks for following our page. Here's, I think it was around the time the last album came out.
That wasn't
so-
automated at all.
Not at all.
No.
Ugh.
Sorry. We were watching Planet Earth 2, Episode 5, Season 1, Grasslands.
I think I have a recording of it.
What?
Oh, I can't do that. I'm an idiot. I tried to play another Audacity window when I had one recording. I'm glad that the software was smart enough to stop me from fucking myself.
Huh.
So, good on you, Audacity.
It has the audacity.
Speaking of music, y'all going to Blink tomorrow?
Blink 182.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne.
And
Not
Neck
so cool.
Deep. Who I don't know
Also
who it is.
not very cool.
I don't know
Neck
them
Deep?
at all. Yeah,
They're-
that's the opening band.
Yeah.
And I hate that like the show thing says it starts or 7:30 is start time. Is that Doors? Is that when the first band will start playing?
That'll be when Neck Deep start playing.
Okay. And it looked like I looked at set list. It looked like Lil Wayne's set list is quite long.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Blink might be going on until like 9.
So, it's going to be kind of a mixed crowd, do you think?
Yeah.
Probably.
I think it's gonna be a bunch of people around our age.
That like Lil Wayne and Blink 182?
Yeah.
That intersection? I'm one of them. I like Lil Wayne. Help you play some Carter.
I don't think I
don't know much
can
of his
name
music, yeah.
2 Lil Wayne songs.
I can't name one.
I'm sure I'd recognize them.
Go DJ. It's probably the first song that I remember of his.
I mean, that's a
Sing a
generic
couple bars.
term.
Lollipop?
Rap a
She
couple
licked me
bars.
like a lollipop.
Huh.
No,
Oh.
nothing.
Those are both generic songs.
Then the intro song to the HBO original series Ballers is a Lil Wayne song called Rise Above It. But that has a special place in our heart because we found a violin version, and that's what we walked down the
Yeah,
aisle
I
when
know
me and
that
wifey
song.
got married.
Huh.
That's a Padre song, too.
Probably.
Is it?
Yeah.
Hits by Lil Wayne.
No, let's not go there.
Number one Padre song is anytime I hear the song I think of Padre is that
This place
all I do is
about to-
win. That
Yeah,
one.
that's going to be mine, too.
Yeah.
They
I think
played
of
that song all the fucking time.
Yep.
This place about to blow up.
Yeah, that's just that one moment.
Hailstorm. Yeah.
Hailstorm. Literally.
Or the
Lager storm.
that 303 song, like Double Vision.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think that's what it was. Yeah.
I think that was a big song for us. I don't think that was a big song that they
Beach.
played out there.
They played it. That's how I
They
heard
did?
it. Yeah. But yeah, you're probably right.
Oh, Padre.
Fireman.
Fucking
Oh, okay, I know that one. Fire,
6
man.
foot, 7
Fire
foot.
for fire, man, that one.
Yeah. Lollipop. Swag surfing. I
Goodness.
miss my dogs. DAWGS.
Jesus.
Is this is his hits or is this the set
Yeah.
list?
This is the top 20.
Can you look up Blink set list? Oh,
Yeah,
see what they're
we have.
playing.
They're playing Enema of the State Street.
Oh, you're right.
Fuck
Yeah, yeah,
yes.
But I know they open with Ezekiel 25:17.
yeah. Oh, that'd be cool.
You know that? That's
Yeah.
from Pulp.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They're doing like 20-something songs.
Damn.
Should be good. Okay, now there's going to be a bitch.
Yeah. That'd be fun.
There's a chick in the band?
Getting out of there is
Oh.
going to be a bitch.
Yeah. So crowded. My phone didn't work last time. I was
Stuff
trying
there,
to
you
get
might
out
as
of
well
there.
just go find a place, have a pint, and wait it out.
Yeah.
We could
Oh.
take the train.
South Dallas is shitty. Yeah, that's what we did last time. But we walked.
Mm-hmm.
And then we realized, oh my God, this is MLK Boulevard.
Yep.
Now we're going to get shanked.
Yeah, you go like a block away from
And
Fair
it's
Park.
shit.
It's probably one of the worst neighborhoods in
Yeah.
Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
You can buy houses down there for $30,000.
Yeah.
And anybody who knows DFW real estate knows that that's a bad neighborhood.
There are people doing that, just like,
Attempting to gentrify.
well, just on a like 50-year bet or 20-year bet. Like maybe something will change.
Yeah.
Then you have to have some upkeep of the house so it doesn't go to complete garbage.
Yeah.
I think a lot of places
it's
just
for
tear
a
the house
lot,
down.
for
Rent
most
it to
part.
somebody, I guess. You can rent it out and they'll hopefully upkeep it and not get murdered.
I think most of the people buying that are just waiting for the land to appreciate in value.
Yeah.
Buff Nelson was
Yeah,
talking
Buff
about
Nelson
doing
was
that.
looking at that. Yeah.
We should do that. Let's go buy a crap house in South Dallas and rent it to somebody.
So
you really want to be a landlord?
Yeah.
In South Dallas?
Yeah.
there's this dude.
They're nice usually when they're not doing bad stuff.
Well, I mean, if you don't care about the house and you're just waiting to tear it down, it's a way to make some money out of it.
Yes.
How much does it cost to demo a house?
Free.
I mean,
We
just
could go sledgehammer that bitch a few times.
yeah, but I mean to do it, like hire a company to do it. A couple
To
thousand.
demo like a 2-story house?
No, they're
Well,
all
one-story
single.
house, the house that you would see in one of those neighborhoods.
900
Probably
square foot.
Probably $10,000.
No
really?
way.
For a
Yeah.
proper demo?
Yeah.
And Holloway is the big part.
Probably $10,000.
See, I'd just go. How much does it cost to rent a bulldozer? Ballpark
To rent it?
$1,000 for a day.
With insure for a day,
We're not going to hurt ourselves.
probably at $2,000.
No way.
Yeah.
Man.
Because I mean, you
Things
get a
are
sufficient
expensive.
enough bulldozer, you just run the house over. Make sure that the gas is off, electric's off, water's off, and just tear it down. I remember walking to class one day, way back in the day, and
Was it
they were
all uphill and snowing?
back in the day. Back in my day. No, they. I was walking down the street, and then like the front of a house fell off, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And like pulled my earbuds out and looked, and there was this giant like backhoe that was just clawing through a house. Like they were tearing down a house to rebuild something.
That's
else
how
in its place.
backhoes are born.
That would be fun, but
Just going into a house.
Yeah.
plowing the... Yeah. That'd be fun, but it's quick. You don't get to...
What?
You
So
don't
you,
get to sledgehammer some walls for a few hours.
so you want to go
demo.
in and like hand demo a
Oh,
house?
yeah. That sounds fun.
That would be kind of interesting.
Can't
I wonder
do
if
it in the
that's a
summer.
business model.
It is.
Yeah,
There are
I've
people that
seen-
do that. It's like, yeah.
Not to renovate it, but I mean like you
Yeah.
buy a house to tear it down, but then you sell an hour of demo time to people who want to just tear down a house.
Well, there are like places where like they're just full of like china and stuff that you just trash.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Dude, that sounds awesome.
Like axe throwing places.
but like
but-
with targets.
Yeah. Have you seen that video of that girl that throws the axe and it like bounces off, hits the ground, and it comes...
Yeah,
right back
and
at
she
her.
just casually ducks and then gets back
and then
up.
turns
like
up
no
the
big
camera
deal.
like, oh my god. Yeah,
She
you
was a
almost
lot more
axed her
calm
head.
about it than I thought.
She would
than
have
I
had 2
would've
axe wounds.
I want another try at that axe throwing.
been. Did you hear this motherfucker?
I heard it. I'm not gonna acknowledge it.
It's a long setup.
It was. But
Some best jokes.
you nailed it. You hit the bullseye.
H.
Okay. I would demo a house.
Yeah.
I would do that.
Mhm.
I would have a lot of fun with that. I want to do the earth moving bits where, like, I think they do it out in Vegas, where you go out into the desert and they just let you run around in a bulldozer and like
Yeah.
dig holes and shit.
Huh.
That's the kind of like. That's kind of like a rich person vacation type thing, right? To
Absolutely.
go do a
Vegas
poor
and-
man's job.
Pay a lot of money to go do some...
Well, that and like, you know, in 50 years, whenever hopefully we're not using fossil fuels, they'll look back and be like, these assholes were running these stupid, inefficient,
machines for bits.
just
For
for
bits.
fun,
Moving one pile of dirt, like pulling it up.
paying to do it just to do it.
Well, and you know, like they only have a limited area, right? So after they leave, people like the people who work there have to go take it and fill
Yeah,
the hole back in.
Oh, the first half of the day they dig holes, and the second half of the day is the ones that want to go put the dirt back in the hole.
Or do they like swap turns?
Can you imagine
so
that
like
guy's-
one area is coming up, one area is going down?
That
Yeah.
guy's job description, like what he tells his friends he does. Yeah, see, these rich people, they dig these holes, and then I go fill the holes back up.
And
they
pack
dig them
it.
again,
Yeah.
and I fill them back up.
I like to think it's the owner who came up with the concept that like he really just wants to do that,
Yeah,
and so he figured out a
Fuck
way
it.
to make money off of it.
pay me, I'll do it.
You like to fill holes?
Job goals. Like, just fuck you.
Not my hole.
I don't think that was on the table, sir. Or like I don't know, the other like weird kind of activity I'd like to do in like South Texas. There's places that you can go where they'll take you up in a helicopter with an M60 and let you just shoot at shit.
Oh, I was waiting for the shoot at hogs.
Well, they do that too.
and shit.
But man, that would be fun.
I was like, okay, where's he going? South Texas? Okay, they shoot hogs.
You weren't
in the helicopter.
on the Vegas trip with the walkabout guy, but it was this Australian dude. And he's like, for 60 quid, I shit you not. I think where was it? It was like,
I don't know,
Vietnam,
India
like,
or something. Yeah.
they'll let you shoot the cow with the RPG. But yeah,
It probably wasn't India. They worship cows.
Oh yeah,
cows are sacred for Hindu.
yeah.
But Thailand or Vietnam or something like that, I could see that.
Yeah.
Although,
Laos.
no, I don't have lice. I don't have hair.
This is a bad joke episode.
That is. We're just gonna title this one "Dad Jokes."
Nephew, delete this podcast.
I would do the helicopter bit. I would do the digging holes bit.
I thought you were going with the RPG cow bit.
I don't know if I would RPG a cow. See, I want to kill something,
Oh my goodness.
but I want to hunt. I want to try that. I don't want to just, have somebody pull in a cow and let me shoot it with a rocket
What if the
launcher.
cows are out in the wild, like in a herd running around, and you are just out there with one RPG, and the cows are pissed?
you gotta lead them with your RPG a little bit.
Not if they're running right at you.
So,
You're in a helicopter.
like it's kind of a life and death situation, and they're not just like, Dick Cheney'd where they're pinned right in front of you. Like,
So, all right, here's what I'm imagining. I'm imagining the wildebeest in Lion King, like coming over the hill, coming right at you, and all you have is one shot with a rocket launcher to save your life.
There's
Correct.
no way.
I would do it in a heartbeat in that case because, that's self-preservation as opposed to just killing a cow to kill a cow. And it's not like you can eat the cow afterwards. It's like
Exploding.
chum is the only thing it's good for at
There
that
you
point.
go. You made some chum. Sharks need to eat, and it's Shark Week.
It is Shark Week,
it's Shark Week.
which I'm actually looking forward to Shark Week this year. I haven't looked forward to it in a long time, but the Rooster Teeth has a partnership with Discovery where they're doing a show on Saturday.
Sorry.
Saturday, I think it's 8 p.m.
Neat.
What are they doing?
So they have this show series called Immersion, where they take two like talent guys from Rooster Teeth, and try to reenact video games to put them in the video game. So they did like a Space Invaders one where they're shooting them with paintballs. They did a Fallout Fallout simulator where it was like a wasteland and they had like survival hidden around, but then they also had like, bad guys running around and shit, and they had to like conserve ammo and whatnot. Anyway,
I think the first one was they were trying to do racing video games while in race cars, and they just threw up a lot.
yeah. My favorite was Surgeon Simulator. So they did Surgeon Simulator. They came out with an expansion for that game where they're in a ambulance and they have to do a heart transplant in the back of an ambulance while it's driving around. So they put these two guys in an ambulance, moving around, trying to do an opulation. Opulation?
Population. God. New word.
Operation.
But they don't do that
Write
stuff
that down.
in ambulances.
Population.
Opulation.
Seems like
Put that in the
something
notepad.
sexual or something. Opulate. That's like, I don't know.
Opulence.
Yeah.
Ach, yes,
He's and ovulate at
Yeah.
the same time.
That's what you put those two together.
It's like what
Opulence
I
and
was-
ovulate.
I was
Beyonce
trying to
does.
say operation, so it
Yeah.
would be opulence.
But they don't do surgeries inside an ambulance.
No, they don't. That's why it's a video game, not real life, and they failed miserably at it.
That would be super hard.
So no RPG and cows. Good to
No
know.
RPG and cows. What's the biggest animal you think you could take on with a knife, like a
Oh my
knife.
goodness.
like a K-bar?
Oh man, I don't know. There's
Jaguar.
sometimes I don't think I can take a fucking house cat. So
Yeah, but I mean, if it's life and death, like you're
puma.
gonna kill that cat. You're gonna kill most dogs.
are they intelligent?
They're
Or
trying to
just-
kill you.
They have their same level of intelligence.
Same level of intelligence, but they view you as prey or a threat.
The whole thing. You got to get them like as they're jumping on you. Otherwise, yeah, them claws get in you and you're done.
A house cat?
Not a house cat.
Oh,
but
we're talking about a house cat. We haven't gotten to a puma.
a puma would be tough.
I don't know, a llama?
Mountain lion.
I think I'd take a llama.
I don't know if I could take a llama.
They just have a whole lot of exposed neck.
Fair.
A sloth.
So by that account, a giraffe would be the easiest one to kill.
No way. You gotta jump
giraffes
up there.
kill a lot of people.
Man, I saw a fucked up video the other day. It was an alligator or a crocodile that was surrounded by hippos. And the hippos were tearing that fucking alligator apart. Hippos are fucking mean.
Yeah.
Well, when the alligator's trying to do something bad to the hippos, I'm sure.
Good luck finding a hippo.
Got outnumbered.
Yeah, no, you would immediately die to a hippo.
I think you could take a gator with a knife on land.
On
Easy.
land, definitely.
Let's go.
But they can whip.
How deep
You
of
with the
water
tail.
does it change where he becomes, or it becomes?
8 inches.
Like a fucking bathtub. I mean,
So a gator in a bathtub you couldn't take with a knife?
probably not.
Y'all are picking some vicious animals.
I mean, it's enough to where.
A donkey.
Shoot,
You'd probably
I
get a
don't know.
donkey.
Nah,
I don't
donkeys
know, man.
kick
Those
hard,
guys
man.
kick.
You just gotta stay in front of it,
They whip around.
and it's gonna whip right into my K-bar.
This fucking guy.
Cut off them legs and won't be able to kick you.
All right.
No, don't they keep? Most farmers keep a donkey. It doesn't matter what they have. They keep a donkey with whatever herd, because most coyotes and wolves will not fuck with a donkey.
Yeah, they're super defensive of pretty much all kind of.
Shreks and stuff.
Yeah, that's it.
Shrek. That's a nice boulder. That's a weird tangent to get off to.
Yeah.
That's like the
That's good.
100 duck-sized horses versus one horse-sized duck.
Yeah, it's a stupid question. I would not fuck with a horse-sized duck.
Oh my god. That bill.
I've seen what they do to each other.
I feel like conversations like this, like these hypotheticals, is what led to the creation of that one game. Did I ever show you that? I can't remember the name of it, but it's like a battle simulator where you can choose like Roman soldiers and put them up against like World War I soldiers and have them charge each
watch
other.
that one, yeah.
But then you do stuff like you have like 1,000,000 chickens versus a Tyrannosaurus. Like what would win? But what's really funny is you can mess with the like perks of the one animal and change it to where it has like infinite HP and like just
That was like the early days of your streaming career.
yeah. I threw one of those up.
Yeah, I remember that.
I need to start streaming again. I have the horsepower to do it now.
Oh yeah.
Huh.
Maybe we'll see it. Maybe I'll advertise on our podcast.
Oh
Put a-
Lord.
Put a link.
It's all about
Or not.
synergy.
Promote synergy.
What's that from?
Like a
Synergy?
boss.
Huh?
Like a boss.
The Lonely Island song. Promote
No,
synergy.
There's a movie or something where they talk about it.
Synergy?
Synergy, it's a fucking company buzzword.
Yeah, it's a business term.
You recycle those?
What?
Do you recycle? Fun fact about recycling: America doesn't actually recycle. They send it over to China to recycle.
Huh.
Literally.
Yeah.
And so there's some stuff they do here, but the volume of recycling
Yeah.
and the fact that the way that most municipalities recycle is you have a trash bin and a recycling bin. And so a lot of shit just gets thrown in the recycling bin. And instead of sorting it, they just put it in, like, they take it from the dump or from the recycling place, put it in containers and ship it overseas where people get paid to hand sort it.
Oh my god. Could you imagine having that job?
There are a couple cities, like I think like San Francisco is a big one, where they do it. I think it's up to the municipality.
It
Some of
is.
them do, but yeah.
But it all
Yeah,
depends. Sorry. I was talking right over you.
No, you're good.
It all depends on how good the city is at keeping it separate, right? Because paper products and plastic products cannot be recycled together. Like, it's two completely different processes. So if you have a paper recycling bin and a plastic recycling bin and then glass, and you keep them separate, then they could probably do it. But most places, it's just like recycling.
Anything that's recyclable, put in here.
Mm-hmm.
Then people put all kinds of nonsense in there, including garbage.
Yeah.
Even though I did recycle a can the other day that I remembered after I recycled it, I had put like a wrapper inside the can.
Good fucking job.
And I was like, whoops.
And that's the reason.
Probably killed a turtle somewhere.
Probably.
Okay, how many 6-pack things have I cut to save turtles? Many
See,
more.
that's smart. One thing what would be more responsible than recycling would be to use less single-use things.
Right.
Yep, use less condoms.
No, just reuse them.
Ew.
Yeah, it's a little gross. I think before disposable condoms, they were actually reusable.
Yeah, because they were, sheepskin or something?
Yeah, or I think it was.
Sheep
it wasn't
intestine?
sheepskin,
Lambskin is like the popular one these days.
but I don't think
These days.
Not these
Well-
days, but it's still for people that are allergic
Calf.
to latex.
Yeah,
Calf intestine.
calf skin. Well, it's the same thing you use to case sausages.
Yeah,
I mean, they.
literally.
I'm sorry.
Oh, this is bad.
You don't like condom talk?
Can we just start over?
Nah, we're 29 episodes in.
Yeah, they should know.
Not getting any better.
If they're
The
listening,
listeners know that we get off and go on to weird shit.
I'm glad you finished that. Jesus.
So to speak.
So to speak. Where do you guys fall on paper straws?
Paper straws.
They suck in mixed drinks.
I don't like paper straws, period.
I don't know if I've
I'd
ever
much rather
drank out
not
of one.
have them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I like better? I like some Starbucks do this, or some places do this, where instead of a straw lid for like a cold drink, you have a plastic top that's meant to drink out of.
But that's plastic.
Yeah. But the problem with plastic straws is not that they're not recyclable, it's just that sea turtles snort them up their nose.
Yeah.
But paper straws is a dumb idea. I'm sorry. Just
I
don't
don't know
use
if I've ever
straws.
used one. Do they get all
They
nasty?
dissolve in mixed drinks.
Yeah, you've got
liquor. You've got like a good 5 minutes at best.
it's kind of like when you eat cereal, you got to wolf that shit down, otherwise it turns into a soggy mess.
Yeah. Crackers and soup.
Crackers and soup, Fritos and chili.
Fritos and chili's delicious.
Yeah, but
Frio pies.
just Frio. Frio. I mean, if you're gonna say Frio, you gotta say Rip.
R.I.P. Frito. It's been a while.
That has been a minute. Miss that guy. Boo. But no, I would much rather not have a straw than use a paper straw.
Yeah. I feel like back in college I used to drink out of the straw a lot more frequently than now.
Yeah.
How long before boba tea places start getting hit with that? Because they got those giant.
I was going to say, they already have huge straws, right?
Yeah.
And aren't the paper ones thick?
Well, they're thick, but they're not big, like diameter. They're just thick walled.
Because boba tea
Is
is
there a
thick
reason
because
for
you
it?
can
I
get
don't drink boba tea, so
the boba crap that's at the bottom.
Yeah,
of
the
your
little
straw.
tapioca balls.
tapioca.
See, I don't necessarily like that part of boba tea, but I do like the flavor of the liquid.
I don't think I've ever had
That's a
one,
weird
yeah.
statement.
Should we do a NTX Roadshow from a boba tea shop?
These days there's probably
Oh.
a boba tea place for every vape shop.
Probably. Although there's a ton of vape shops out there. Those things have got to be as profitable as
Here in
mattress stores.
Addison, it's just all boba tea.
Oh,
Is it?
doxed.
We've said we lived in Addison like a million times.
Oh, did we? Oh, by the way, have you know about that plane crash that happened over here?
Yeah.
So have you seen video of it crashing and like the flight path that it was on?
Uh-uh.
So luckily, kind of for us and people that live here, it hit that hangar at the time that it did. 'Cause
Yeah.
it kind of went up and was coming down and hit the hangar
Yeah.
quickly. Like it came down and hit the hangar quickly.
Well, don't dox us now. But
Its path was coming over towards the area where all of the apartments are.
Oh, shit.
Like if it had have gotten a couple more 100 feet in the air, it might have landed on an apartment.
So was it heading... Well, I'm not going to ask that question because that's really going to pinpoint some things. But that's pretty fucking scary.
Yeah.
Is it still... They think that the co-pilot was just inexperienced and crashed the plane? Or
I think they had an engine problem.
Oh.
One of the engines failed. which is why it flipped over and then went down.
Oh, right, because twin engine planes, they'll have each one rotates a different direction to keep it.
And it takes off, and in the video you just see it like turn left and then start going down, and then upside down, boom, into the hangar.
Shit, that's rough.
And it was right next to the PD where the hangar that it hit.
Fuck.
That could have been bad for a lot of people.
Yeah.
If it would have flew for 7 more seconds or so.
I still, it's tragedy. Not to make light or bring up something funny right after that, but I still love that dude that flew the plane in Seattle or wherever it was. It was up in the Northwest somewhere. Yeah. But he just like
doing barrel rolls and shit.
Yeah, just got in there, got in a plane, and took off with it.
It was empty, right? It was just him.
It was empty, but it was like still everything that needed to happen for it to function was there. And he just got in there, shut the cockpit, and took off.
So he backed out of a gate or on that thing? Because if you put me in a plane and said back this out of a gate and take off, there's no chance that's happening. Even taking off, I don't think I'd be able to do it.
I wonder if he did like simulators to lead up to it.
I don't know enough about it. I know that he had no
official
training, so I think he had some simulation.
Yeah,
but I mean, a lot of training these days is simulation. So
yeah.
I mean,
they spend many hours.
DFW has like one of the bigger simulation training places in the world. So. Speaking
of, sorry, you jogged my memory on something. So I played golf with this dude this week, and he works as a air traffic controller. Or he used to. He works related to that industry now. Mm-hmm. But he spent many years as an air traffic controller. And I've seen this pop up on Reddit a bunch of times, and it was actually a good chance to ask somebody with experience something that I learned online. And there's some weird like guidelines to be an air traffic controller.
Yeah.
You have to start before 31.
Yeah. Because I had thought about doing it.
Yeah. You still got time, don't you?
No.
Oh, yeah, no.
Not anymore.
Rip.
Air traffic control.
So that's what the 31st birthday is, right?
Yeah.
That's the air traffic control.
And they make you retire at 50, and
yeah, I think you only have 20
like
years or 25
and
years.
They get a little break, and then they work 4 hours, and they're done.
Yeah.
Because that's a pretty
high stress job.
Yeah.
But then I was
they
like,
get
so
paid
what?
Well, though.
I asked him what he thought of Pushing 10. He was like, all right, that movie was trash, but what they did get right is all of the auxiliary people that was in the movie, like all the other air traffic controllers, like those personalities were spot fucking on.
Huh.
Like you had people who would like bet if somebody was going to actually show up the next day because they had a close, miss the day before. And like you had like the girl that was in there that was kind of like the office skank, and like you had people who drank a lot and did a lot of drugs and like that sort of thing. Or some shit, I don't know. But he was like, it's spot on that, but the actual movie and plot line and stuff was not good. And then I asked him what he thought about that season of Breaking Bad. He was like, oh man, that's everybody's worst fucking nightmare. So it was pretty cool to talk to somebody that had done a job that I'd never actually met anybody who did it. But I knew a little bit about it from online experience.
Yep, it crossed my mind to do that job for a little bit. I even researched that there's like a school up in Oklahoma where you can go do it, and it takes like basically a year, 2 semesters, whatever, and you stay inside of a dorm they have out there at the FAA Academy or whatever.
In Oklahoma, though.
Yeah, and it's in Oklahoma, which sucks. And then the other shitty thing is when you're done with the school or whatever and you get your license, they go stick you at some airport. Like, you don't get to pick. They're like, we need somebody in bullshit Iowa.
That's why it's in Oklahoma, because everywhere's an upgrade.
That's any of these FAA air traffic control schools. You don't get to say, I want to go work at DFW.
Yeah,
I think isn't it every air traffic controller is all part of the same contract, so they all work for the same company.
That's why like whenever they're threatening to go on strike, like,
that was
it
about the time that I was thinking
about
doing
because they're pretty much unionized.
Yeah, there's only one company that can do it. Well, it wasn't that's also why they get emergency funding whenever the government shuts down. The air traffic controller contract always gets paid because airports will shut down without them.
Yep.
That's a lot of power. I wonder if they do have an official union or not.
I don't know. I know that the response was to put in military controllers. At least that's what the threat was. But yeah, I don't know.
I wonder if there's enough.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's no way there's enough to have all the little airports.
They probably
I wonder how
wouldn't
many
serve as
controllers
phones.
are in like a little airport.
Enough to
How much
always
traffic?
have one with, minimum 2 days
Because you're
off.
not.
And
I mean, you're not just directing that airport. You're also in charge of that airspace.
Right.
Yep.
So you got to get the people who fly over real quick, in your range or whatever. So I wonder how often they come over this one to go to DFW, because every now and then you'll see like a Southwest plane up here. I guess they're maybe going to left field, but
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting to have.
you can see them flying. So I wonder if they're in the airspace where they have to talk to the controller here.
Probably. What's interesting, I've never actually done this, but they say probably not with DFW, but with like a smaller airport, that if you want to fly a drone near an airport, you have to actually call the air traffic tower and get clearance to do it.
Huh? With
Now
your
I know.
phone?
Huh?
Yeah, I mean, with your phone, there's like a number. How do
Yeah.
you figure that out?
Well, I'm sure most of
Online.
them. You probably have to go through a receptionist and then go through a process or something. It's not like you get buzzed directly into the tower, but
Buzzing the tower.
requesting to
back.
buzz the tower.
He wants to fly over the lake.
I haven't done that, but I know that like commercial drone pilots, like if they're shooting a commercial for like something or shooting a video for some sort of publication or production, that's how they have to do it. You probably have to have some cred. They probably don't let amateur drone pilots do it, but
Well,
Drone-
especially with the whole UK bullshit.
yeah, especially after that. I love that has a name. They
What
call it
happened?
the Battle of Gatwick.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, I mean the internet does. That's
Yeah.
what it's called on Wikipedia. That's pretty. I mean, it's pretty horrifying that consumer available technology that's relatively affordable in the context of being able to shut down an airport.
Well, that and lasers.
Yeah,
Lasers
Yeah.
are just as bad.
isn't that like a 10-year fine and
It's
like
bad.
$100,000 if you
Yeah,
shine
that's
You can go to
bad.
federal prison for that shit.
pound you in the ass prison?
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't shine your laser at the planes or
Our
helicopters.
buddy, not to dox him, but Captain America, like his uncle was seriously fucked up
Yeah.
by a laser.
No shit.
Powerful.
Yeah.
In the
Got
eye.
him in the eye,
Yeah.
Mhm.
blinded him.
Partially.
Or like,
Partially.
I wonder if they can fix that. With it's interesting that lasers can be used to create and destroy
Eyeballs.
eyeballs. It's like nuclear energy.
I mean, it's
Should I get
almost like
LASIK?
these things that detect light are affected by light.
When you put it that way, I sound like an idiot.
I'm sorry.
Well, so if you get LASIK, can you see the laser cut in your eye?
I think you can see it, and I think you can smell it, is what I've always heard. Like, you smell your eyeball cooking.
Heard something. I don't know.
Well,
I
and
don't wanna.
I don't know if they do it now. I think they have bladeless LASIK procedures, but
Yeah.
the original type, they actually cut your eyelid open. Or, like, the top surface of
Cornea
your
or whatever
eyeball.
the hell it's called.
Like, they cut it off to get the laser
They
through.
got a little flap.
Oh, really?
They cut a little flap in there.
And there's no
So
stitches or anything. All they do is they
Yeah.
throw it back down, and that heals up so quick they don't have to do anything.
Yeah, I've
Eyeballs
thought
are
about
weird.
it. Thought about getting LASIK.
It's on my list, but
Yeah.
it's so fucking expensive.
Yeah. It's about $1,000 an eye, $750 an eye now.
Is that it?
Yeah.
I was still thinking it was like $2,500.
No.
Might have to go call Mr. Kleiman.
Then you gotta get someone to come pick you up, and your eyes are messed up for like a day and a half, 2 days.
They give you those baller ass glasses that are like this
Yeah.
fucking big.
Who got it on Jessica Simpson? Was that on TV that she got it done? She was all doing her dumb blonde bit.
Dude, we should do or do podcasts with that shit on. Like that. What was that show called?
With her and Nick Lachey.
Yeah.
The newlywed? I don't know.
Yeah,
what it's called.
that sounds right. Dang, look at this.
Why
guy.
did they call it Chicken of the Sea? It's tuna.
Yeah.
Dude, monkeys, that's an animal you could not fight with
No.
a knife. You get anything bigger than like the ones that are the size of a house cat, that monkey will fuck you up.
Might get lucky, but
Funny picture on the front page of Reddit yesterday was a dude who was posing with a monkey. And this like monkey had climbed on his
I
face,
think I saw this.
and the monkey's dick was hanging like right here, right on his lip.
When you realize it's not the monkey's finger or something.
It was surprisingly large for the size of the monkey.
This guy.
rip.
Hey, don't they say humans have the like smallest size comparison, like body to penis
Proportionally?
size? Yeah.
I thought it was the other way around.
primates?
It's one of the largest.
No way.
Let's consult the
Let's
oracle.
look at like horses, man. That thing is
JT's
like the
about
size
to-
of their leg.
Yeah, but think about how big a fucking horse is.
Yeah, and that thing is giant.
Relative
It's a kickstand.
size
It's giant.
of penis and animals.
Man, you're gonna be.
Congrats
I mean,
on
how-
your
you're gonna
search
be on
history,
some
buddy.
I mean,
list.
how do I phrase this question?
I don't know.
You're on
There's
some
not a good
list
way,
now.
buddy.
Where do humans
Fall on
Rank on proportionate.
proportion penis
Size.
proportion size.
Yeah, there you go.
I spelled humans HUMINS.
Oh no, humans.
All right, how humans measure up against other animals. Please don't be a video. This website is joe.ie.
Is that just some random guy?
I don't know. That's a pretty baller ass one though. Bro, did you pay your internet bill?
Not yet.
I think your computer sucks. I
Look at
mean,
their
we're
nipples.
watching monkeys right now.
You want
on
to
the
race for
internet.
slips here? It was a dumb joke.
Well, this is the dumb joke episode.
I'll race
It
the
is.
truck.
We haven't had many from D. Come on, you got to start throwing some jokes out
You
there.
would definitely win.
I don't participate in the dumb joke movement.
Why not?
Tell you what, here's the race that I will do with you. We hitch a
Every
trailer
4
to
hands.
mine and a trailer to yours, and put your car on the back of mine, and then we'll do a 0 to 60 race, and then we'll put my truck on the back of the trailer hooked up to your car and do a 0 to 60.
No.
Would his car be
We
able
won't
to
do
pull
that.
it
No, actually, I mean it would move it
slowly?
slowly.
Slowly.
Yeah, you might
Probably
want to.
need a new clutch.
Yo, internet ain't working very good.
It's not my internet, man.
What are those? Flowers or seeds or?
Got a picture of
Did you see?
Ron Jeremy here.
Her whole side was hanging out. Did you see that?
If you are reading this article, chances are you have a very big penis.
Oh no.
This doesn't
That
seem.
settles it.
Oh, this is 8 years ago. So
So research
this leads
might have
into another
changed.
question.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to read the first paragraph. If you are reading this article, chances are you have a very big penis. It probably doesn't compare to that of the renowned thespian Ron Jeremy below, who, when conditions are perfect, can get up to 10 inches. So,
When conditions are perfect,
Conditions are perfect.
yeah, that's not the part that I'm following.
100% of the time.
I feel like 10 inches is not that big compared to what porn stars have today. I feel like penises are bigger than that.
I feel like 10 inches is
I
pretty
mean,
10 inches is a big
listen.
dick.
If I am the bathtub water expert, is JT the porn star wiener
big. I
expert?
mean, a foot long dick
I'll own
is
it.
huge.
I'll own it.
I mean,
Did you see Double Dick Dude on Reddit?
Yeah,
No.
that was a couple years ago.
That
though.
was amazing. You
I
haven't
thought
seen
that
Double
was-
Dick Dude?
I thought that was Photoshop.
No,
I
No,
thought that
real.
is
that's real. That dude has two
working.
pretty good sized working penises.
okay. I'll believe you.
You don't want to see it? Not even like curious? Not even a little bit?
No.
It's not
Yeah.
gay to look at a two dick dude.
Well, he won't even watch Euphoria because there's too much penis in there. That's a good show.
There's a lot
There's
of
only
dick
one
in-
episode left, right?
There's a lot of dick in The Boys. show.
But you'll watch that?
Well, I didn't know there was dick until I saw.
I mean, I'm never
Dude,
going
in that
into
show.
a show to watch dick. I'm going into a show to watch a good
dude,
show.
So you've got to learn how to sell shit and pitch shit.
Now,
That
I
show's
do.
fantastic.
I do. I have a very bad job.
And you told me, it was like, yeah, I started watching the show Euphoria, and man, there's a lot of dick in it.
To be
Then
fair,
I was like,
Maybe that was a positive
to be
for him,
fair.
and he thought
To
it
be
was a
fair.
positive for you.
to be fair, I said you got to watch Euphoria. He was the one who said,
Nuh-uh.
"Man, there's a lot of dick in that."
No,
'Cause I
it
hadn't
was-
watched it
you-
yet.
We were on our way to Austin.
Were we?
Yeah.
I was trying to say, all right. Agreed.
Look at him covering.
Here's the thing. Hold up, let me explain. So, I never sell anything that I don't believe in. So, a lot of times, what I will do is I will say, hey, you should watch X, and then I will give you a reason why you shouldn't watch it. I'll warn you that here are some things that you won't like, and then I try and close with things that are good about it. So, what you're saying I should do to be a better salesman is to tell you all the positive things and not tell you any of the negatives.
Let you experience the dick on
Because
your
to
own.
me, that may be a proper way to sell something and actually get you to purchase whatever I'm selling, but it's dishonest. I'm going to give you the full story and let you make your own decisions. And what I did say was, there's a lot of dick in the show, but it's a great fucking show outside of that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure it's good.
It's a great
It
show.
was like the third sentence of your description of the show. That's
Well-
just all I'm saying. Is just modify your approach a little bit.
To be fair. Now, so, okay, I will take that to heart. When I told you that was the second episode. The second episode has a lot of dick in it, so I was
Yeah,
still a
then
little
after
shocked.
After that, it's calmed down. That one
Yeah.
episode has a lot.
I think there's only like one other dick after that.
Yeah. There hasn't been in the last couple episodes, like any.
Yeah. No. But it's pretty good. Back to this
Boobs.
article.
Okay.
D, you're mentioned in here. The smallest human penis ever measured was 2.25 inches.
Thanks, buddy.
You're welcome.
No way.
Yeah, that doesn't seem right to me either.
Why?
Because mine's smaller than that.
I've seen some photos of some small.
See, if you hurt yourself, other people can't hurt you. No.
Everybody's doing the math in their head. They're just like,
Uh-oh. It's amateur hour here. We're going to get demonetized.
Who was that by?
Potential fraud. Oh, the music?
Can't say it because then they'll know.
Yep.
He has a very famous haircut and glasses combo, and he was really popular like 8 years ago with a lot of
Is he alive
bros.
anymore?
Yeah.
Okay.
He did a song about like frightening
You just pretty much said
There-
it straight up. Anyway. Yeah, I will check out your show eventually. I don't know. We'll see.
What about the other one?
What other one?
About the kids with the waffles.
What?
Are you talking about blue waffles?
No. But that should be a good enough descriptor right there.
It should be. You should get that. With the Eggos
What?
Yeah.
and the upside
Hawkins.
down.
By
Oh.
the way, did you see that
Stranger
Nike
Things.
is
Yeah.
selling like Hawkins gear?
Nike.
Oh.
Yeah,
By,
I
like,
wanted some of
Hawkins-
those.
Hawkins High
They had
School.
some kill shots, but they sold out like day one. They were,
That were-
green and red Hawkins kill shots.
I didn't even see those. I saw all the clothing, but I
Target
didn't see
has
the
some
shoes.
stuff too, I think. I don't know. That was one of the questions. We went to trivia last night, and it was TV sitcoms, and it was the cities where the shows were located off of the theme songs.
Okay.
And I missed Hawkins.
Hawkins? Or the other ones?
Arland.
King of the Hill.
Yeah. I got most of them, but I couldn't. We all mind farted on Stranger Things. You're still looking at dicks.
I am.
This guy loves
Lord.
dicks.
No wonder you like that show.
He was reminding that scene.
This is just funny. It's animals hanging out with erections. I
So-
don't know why.
So when
Hanging
did
out.
so nudity with women has been pretty big in movies and shows for as long as we can remember.
Yes.
But when do you recall the first movie or show where you guys saw a legit dick,
A dick.
male
Oh,
genitalia?
That I can recall.
man.
Because I feel
no
like it's
idea.
picked up, so that's just
Yeah.
why I'm curious.
Eastern Promises.
I was at that movie with you, and that's probably my thought too. We saw a lot of
Vigo.
Vigo in that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably mine too.
Um,
The other one I can think of is Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's got one of my favorite lines in there too. Whenever he goes to the pediatrician to show him his dick,
Yeah.
it's like, it's a good looking dick. What, I don't have any. No, it's a good looking dick. Fuck anything. Fuck everything.
Yeah.
Just wear a condom.
What about you, Mateo?
I don't remember.
All right. What was the first movie you saw that had boobs in it?
Titanic.
Yep,
I don't know. They all just kind of blend together. It's been awesome.
they do. I think that's part of the reason that's happening is there's probably seedier reasons for why women used to get nude in movies a lot more than men.
God, yeah.
And it's 100% because men controlled Hollywood and men do not want to see other men's dicks.
Speaking of that, somewhat. I don't know. We're not going to talk about it today, but Once Upon a Time
In Hollywood?
and Quentin, I don't remember any movie where he's had an actress get naked.
What?
Has he had many naked actresses?
Dusk
in
Till
any of
Dawn.
them?
There's
Yeah, but
boobs
that was
all
kind of like
over it.
that was an odd movie for him.
I think that was when he was still trying to make his name.
And he was with that other dude, right? Richard, whatever.
Richard Remy? No. That's the Night Stalker.
Yeah, so it might not be Richard, but he's the one that did the Death Proof and the other one.
Yeah.
I think they like coded it. So if it's like Quentin by himself movie, there's not much boobs in it. I know Django, whenever she got pulled out of when they had her in that little metal thing in the ground, she was naked in that. But
The hot box?
yeah, you see one real quick. But other than that, he's not one of these like, I'm gonna have a bunch of naked chicks in my movies.
Because I think that's probably an easy way to... I mean, the whole point of a movie, right, is to get people to watch it and either enjoy it or have some sort of emotional response. You get a lot of dudes to watch a movie if there's a lot of tits in it. I feel like Tarantino is more of an artsy type director. He's got stories to tell. He's more about the movies themselves and that bit. IMO.
Yeah,
That's a
he
good
doesn't
question.
need tits to sell his movie.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll
There
figure
you
it
go.
out.
Should we tease it?
Well, I don't know. I feel like next week we'll talk about it. Because we all watch that movie. We give people like a week to see
watch it.
We'll talk about it next
There's
week.
a lot to talk about that movie.
Yeah, there is a lot to talk about that movie. So yeah, we'll go ahead and say that next week we'll.
That's a good point. I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah, he does love feet.
Definitely
A
Dusk
lot.
Till Dawn.
He loves Nazis
Well, he loves killing Nazis.
and firing, like with fire.
You boys like fried sauerkraut?
Yeah,
But yeah, we'll review that movie next week.
indeed. Stay tuned.
Solid question, Mateo. Solid
Just
question.
a thought while
Definitely.
watching that movie.
Dusk Till Dawn. It's the only one that comes to mind right now.
Yeah,
Right, and that was like a weird bit movie.
it
but-
was.
On seeing Margot Robbie up there, knowing her past with Wolf of Wall Street, thinking
Oh man,
she probably wouldn't be against getting naked in this movie, but Tarantino's not a let's have the lead actress get naked.
Well, he got his naked shot. You just looked at her feet the whole time.
He's a foot guy, eh?
God.
Oh yeah, there was a lot of. Now that you mentioned that, yeah, there's a lot of feet in that
a
movie.
lot of feet in that
Some
movie.
nasty feet.
Holy
Oof.
shit.
Damn hippies.
Fucking hippies. Oh, sorry.
We're kind of getting into it, but okay, moving on. Sweet.
But yeah,
Skiers.
there's been a lot of male genitalia. I'm glad that, it's
they say
more even.
and kind of another Tarantino, the Pulp Fiction. There's a scene where Bruce Willis is in the bathroom in the hotel, where you
Yeah.
can kind of see it. And I don't know. That was in '94, so
Bruce Willis dick. The Oracle says the question was, what does Tarantino have against nudity? 9 films and barely any nudity.
So we're going to talk about it next week.
I mean, this isn't specifically that movie, but
Sorry,
yeah.
I was talking
I'm
about that
interested in
movie.
this a little bit.
Yeah.
We're going to review that movie next week.
I thought we were going to talk about the nudity part next week, too.
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
Go for
I
it.
mean, we can talk.
We got it pulled up, so go ahead.
Yeah, it was. He talked about it in an interview once. Basically, he didn't want to be the sleazy director that tells his actresses to take their top off.
Good.
I mean, he can still get off on the feet without making them naked.
Yeah.
That's kind of like the. What's his name? The comedian that got caught up in the Me Too thing, but it wasn't really all that
Louis
bad.
C.K.
Yeah.
Wasn't all that bad.
Well, yeah, he asked him first.
I thought he walked in and started jerking off.
He got blacklisted. He got caught up whenever there was a big fervor around it.
Yeah.
He had a kink, and his kink was he wanted to jerk off in front of girls. He wanted to be humiliated. Like, it's a thing. But he asked them.
I thought
and
sometimes
gave
he
them
would
the
just
chance
be
to
like
leave.
in their office and then like pull his dick out and start doing it.
See, every official account that I've seen was not that.
It was not that, okay.
That was kind of like the implication was that he would corner these girls and do it anyway.
Yeah.
But, I mean...
I feel like there was a lot of stories in that Me Too movement that kind of got thrown out there just like I want to be lumped in with the victims of this Me Too movement to gain some notoriety. And they were trashing some names.
Easy.
Yeah,
there's a bunch of stories out there.
I mean...
I think
some are very
definitely
legit.
Some human elements on both sides.
Like, what's his fucker?
Yeah,
Kevin
that's
Spacey.
a good way to put it. Yeah.
That dude was a sweet actor. Cool dude, but not anymore. Kevin Spacey.
Yeah. He was a good actor, but apparently. He is a sexual predator, basically.
Horrible, yeah. Makes Seven, because he was that was a great role in Seven, American Beauty.
I will say that neither sex has a monopoly on being a liar or an asshole. Ones have a propensity to do things. People in general can be good or bad. It doesn't matter whether you're a male or a female.
Right.
And
there's evil in everyone.
Yeah, that's the point that I'm kind of getting at. And I do agree that there could be people that are jumping on the bandwagon.
There were definitely some.
To be in that. There were also a lot of people who were exposing a systematic abuse of one gender by a
I'm sure that movie industry has a whole lot
thank you.
Which is just like you hear, jokes back in the 90s about how Kevin Spacey would be doing these weird things, or Bill Cosby and Weinstein and all that, and it was just kind of like a joke back then.
In Toy Story 3, there's a joke in the credit scene that has been removed from the movie now.
Oh, really? I'd like to watch it.
Not 4, 3.
Yeah,
the third one that came out.
Easter eggs that people find later.
Yeah, and it's the old Prospector toy. Has a couple of Barbie dolls in his packaging, inside of that thing, and he was like, "You girls are really cute. Would you like to star in the next movie?"
I think it's Courtney Love made some comment in the mid '90s.
Yeah,
about how it was in an interview in passing about how Weinstein was some freaking creep that wanted a boner, and nobody believed her because she was Courtney Love. But,
yeah.
And to be fair, she is Courtney Love.
Yeah.
Well, and to your point where there's people that took advantage of it, there's a theory that that's part of the reason why Bourdain went down a dark path, is because he was very supportive of his girlfriend, his spouse, whatever it was,
it's
saying that she got Me Too'd or something like that, but then it turns out that she was doing that to a young man, young boy.
Yeah.
And Bourdain was involved. I don't know exactly the specifics, but basically she was a hypocrite.
Yeah.
And Bourdain put a lot of his reputation on the line that she wasn't. Now, I don't know if that factored into his decision, but man, it's a dark world, right? There's dark people out there. And I'm not trying to sound like Trump with both sides arguments, but
sorry.
I will say, you're apologizing for your burp?
No. I guess the human element sounds bad when
this world's a fucked up place, dude.
The world is a fucked up place, and people have been taking advantage of a lot of people with positions of power, and that is one thing I'm very happy came out of the Me Too movement, is that stuff, you can't get away with it anymore.
Yeah.
Which is a very positive thing.
If you do some fucked up shit, hopefully
you're going to pay fucked up prices.
They'll tell about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the main thing is maybe anymore. Everybody's conscious of their own actions. I think that's really...
Yeah. Do unto others is the way that I always act. Treat people with respect.
But what if that person wants some weird shit to happen to them, and they do some weird shit to somebody else?
Oh, man. That's it's a scary...
What,
like if somebody asks you to do something to them?
Or somebody thinks, I would like to have whatever X happen to me, so I'm going to do it to this other person, and then that person doesn't want it.
What do you mean? I need a little more clarification.
I mean, we'll talk about something that's relatively innocuous.
You say do unto others some people don't like whatever you want.
Well,
You want to be choked?
That could be I mean, not me personally, but
I guess
I mean, that happens in
I'm not
Euphoria. The girl gets choked and then she freaks out. And he's like, I thought you'd like it.
Yeah,
Because
I mean,
there's
let's
a
not
video
go too
out
far
there.
down this because
So-
I would like you to watch it. But
A lot of the problems, or some of the problems here, I feel like, especially with like the Aziz and Zari, it's just two people failing to communicate.
Right.
yeah,
So that's the root of one, and then it's just where the intentions are on the
Yeah.
other.
agreed.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
And it's
What were your intentions in doing this act to me?
yeah.
Was it because you thought I would like it, or was it because you like it and you didn't care what I thought?
Yeah.
Which is where communication comes in.
Exactly. Talk it out. The Aziz Ansari one was really weird because basically it was just a bad date.
Right.
Absolutely.
And that's one of those ones where she was trying, because she was just a regular person, right? She wasn't like anybody famous.
Yeah.
She was like, oh, Me Too movement's getting huge. Let me say I got Me Too'd by Aziz. And then he was like, not really. And then like the real story kind of comes out and everyone's like, okay.
Yeah.
Probably didn't get Me Too'd, just a bad date.
So whenever you talk
Bad
about
sex.
what happened with everything that came out with that, you had like the bad end of the spectrum, which you can put Harvey Weinstein, you can put Bill Cosby, you could put Kevin Spacey, like bad thing. Matt Lauer, bad, right? And then you have some like misunderstandings, miscommunications, or straight up lies
Yeah.
somewhere on that spectrum. So I mean, here's my one big problem. And in some cases, the court of public opinion is good because you may not be able to prove any of this in court, but there's enough evidence to prove that something bad did in fact happen. And we can throw that at Harvey Weinstein. Like, there's enough people providing corroborating stories that everyone assumes and believes, and it is fact that that guy's a piece of shit. And Crosby too, right?
Yeah, he's the biggest.
But then there's so many other ones that it's basically he said, she said. And in this country, there's a very, very key clause, innocent until proven guilty in a court of law, right? And that's just whenever you start trying people for things that people said that they did without having process and procedure to prove truth or not. Because the simple fact of things is that people lie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
People lie.
We're almost coming to a guilty, got to prove him innocent.
Well, yeah. So I feel like
Because once you go to court, people are
these
like,
days,
oh my God. If you make it to
there's
court,
a court of law.
you have to have done it if you go into court.
Yeah, there's a court of law, and then I feel like there's a court of character, and the standards are swapped.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, court of character, you're accused of something. You're guilty until proven innocent.
I say you're a shithead, and then everyone believes you're a shithead, and all I did was say you're a shithead.
Yep.
I'm a
Didn't prove
shithead.
it. Didn't provide any instances of where shithead came out, but just because
proof.
maybe because I said it and I'm a reputable person, people believe it. And there's no, but it's crazy, man.
That is.
But probably somewhat for the good, for the better of.
In the case of
people's
the Me Too
behavior.
movement, I will say a lot of positive things came out of it.
Right.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, with any victory, there's casualties, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's the sad part of it.
People you love are going to come out as being those
I mean, it's
crazies.
the problem is it's always going to be the burdens on the audience to inform themselves.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
if they're just going to take the free information that's available as
Truth.
ill informed as it is, it's just going to be a product of what it is.
Yeah. And there's also there's cases where, or instances, I shouldn't use cases specifically, but there's instances where the actual truth finding part of our society, which would be the legal system and the court system, fails.
Yeah.
See O.J. Simpson. I mean, I don't know if there's anybody on the planet that would say that O.J. didn't do it. But as far as the U.S. government is concerned, he did not do it.
Yeah.
Because there was insufficient evidence, or
The jury found him not guilty.
yeah, exactly. But motherfucker wrote a book that said he did it.
It's
with
kind
the
of
preface
like,
at the very beginning, it was like, you know, if I had done it, this is how it would have happened, and then he told his story.
Disclaimer in there.
Yeah. It's like saying not before I'm a piece of shit. That doesn't change the fact that you may actually be a piece of shit. You just said not beforehand. I don't know.
I wonder if he got a ghostwriter do that. He probably had a ghostwriter.
Hey.
A formal writer.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about that book.
I don't either. What is it? The Son of Sam law is a thing in New York State. I think it's federal law too, but a criminal cannot profit off crimes. They can't sell their story. They can't do any of that thing. And so,
but their family can, right?
Well, he wasn't a criminal. He was a
right.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I think he ended up catching.
they
flack
got
for
him
that,
off
and
of the civil suit.
Yeah.
So that's how he didn't make any money.
Yeah,
off of
he
it.
got found guilty in the civil suit, which is a less burden of proof. But
there's
and you see those interviews with those jurors, and some of them will still say, "Oh, I'd still find him not guilty," which I guess is kind of like how. But if you see the same evidence and the same without all the other bullshit, which is what court is supposed to be, not hear all the outside bullshit.
There are
just hear-
huge theories.
Yeah,
about
the
that.
son did it and whatever. But
for OJ.
OJ, yeah.
Yeah.
Really? I haven't actually seen anything other than OJ did it.
Well, I mean,
But I haven't read into it. I mean, you guys.
it was
the other biggest one
around
is the
like,
son did it.
You know, some
His son did it.
bag. I mean, not. I mean, just about
I feel like the
bad
evidence
times
is pretty damning
within
against him.
the, population.
Yeah.
And so
The
Oh, yeah.
LA riots.
there may have been some
That's the two biggest
intervention
things.
that helped. I don't know. Those are the theories.
It was
that,
the LAPD and the community's interactions, and then that Mark Furman guy, the detective, fucked the case,
Yeah.
basically.
intentionally.
Well, yeah, I mean, the defense did a great job of ruining his character.
Yeah.
And he's the one that found, like, the glove and shit, so.
Yeah.
Which throws out that evidence for the jury, and then there goes their little bit of doubt. They just got to get to 94, and then it's over, so.
Yeah, we did that in, or they did that in True Detective, season 3. Whenever, like, you had, like, a
Is that
cop.
the newest one?
Yeah. You
I
not
need
seen
to
it?
watch it, no.
Motherfucker. All right.
Oh,
Well, we're not going to go into it then.
shit.
Yeah, you need to watch that, man.
You're here watching shows with dicks in it, but you haven't watched True Detective.
True Detective's HBO?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't have HBO.
Yes, you do.
Motherfucker, you watch it.
You watch Game of Thrones.
I watched it for I watched
It-
this on HBO. Oh, and I tried to watch Big Little Lies, but I got through like the first.
Why the fuck are you watching that show?
I watched the first season. I
I was
watched like the
pretty sure
first
you
15 minutes of
recommended
this
Big Little
last
Lies.
episode of the first season.
Maybe it's him.
First episode of this last season. Watched like the first 15 minutes and didn't care, so I quit.
One of you two recommended
The first
Big
season
Little
isn't
Lies.
bad. Yeah,
That's probably it.
I think because the ticket guys watched it, and they watched this last season, and I tried to, and 15, 20 minutes in, I don't know if it has been so long since I've seen the first season or what, but I was like, I don't care what's happening, so I stopped. But I do need to watch True Detective.
I have a feeling I'm gonna watch one episode of Euphoria and then go start Skins back up.
It doesn't have the charm of them being British kids.
I don't care.
They're just like American kids. It is
I
very
hate American
2019. There's
yeah.
a lot of references to the time and age that it is.
Is there vaping? I bet there's a lot of
Oh,
vaping
yeah.
in there.
So much vaping, man. Oh, it's bad.
That show's a good show.
I
And the
have,
acting's really good,
Yeah.
but if it'll make you like depressed a little bit because
Yeah.
those
That's.
It'll make you not
told
want
you
to
that's
have
why-
kids,
I mean,
man.
that's what. Stop.
kids'
Skins,
lives
like-
are so
Skins was-
fucked.
I think that Skins was more depressing than this show.
Yeah.
I think I have to go rewatch Skins
Skins
because this
had
show is
some-
right now is getting. That's like everything out there is like if you even have a little bit of depression problems, do not watch Euphoria because it'll fuck you.
Yeah. Every one of the characters that this follows are a bunch of sociopaths, with the exception of the drug dealer.
Yeah,
I fucking love that drug dealer, man.
he reminds me of Mac Miller.
Yeah.
The guy's
his
dead.
his little
I'm
brother.
not dead. But that little brother pisses me off.
You don't like him? His little brother. I
He's
love the dynamic.
He's
between
not as
those
big
two.
as in the later episodes, but
Yeah. No, he's not. I thought it was going to follow the Skins formula where each episode was following a different character.
It kind of starts off like that.
It starts off like that,
the
but
intro is about a character, and then they kind of go on to their own thing.
Yeah, but it's
The
it
first
doesn't
10 minutes of the show is about a character, kind of.
Yeah.
And like their upbringing and what brought them to this point.
I want to see the episode with the drug dealer. I want to see his story.
Maybe that's because there's only one left in this first season.
That's
right?
it.
I think so.
Yeah, we haven't seen the last week's episode, but
Oh, you haven't seen the last? I've seen it. So Sunday, I think, will be the last episode.
yeah,
It's a good show.
it's a good show.
It's entertaining.
We'll
Acting's
actually
great.
do some reviews of it whenever we can get D to watch it.
And Stranger Things.
Yeah,
Got a lot of TV to watch. I watched True Detective.
Yeah, there you go.
Had no
There you go.
time.
you watch
Okay,
Euphoria,
watch-
he'll watch True Detective.
Stranger Things is on my list.
Man, there's a
before.
Stranger Things person in Once Upon a Time.
Y'all watch Dark.
There's a Euphoria person in Once Upon a Time.
Send me a text message tonight to remind me,
Okay.
and I
It's
will watch it.
DARQ.
No. The word.
DRK. What's it on?
Netflix.
I don't know why, but when you said DARK,
Q.
Q.
You said Q.
I know, but you just spelled it right a second ago.
A different way. I wouldn't say
You
it's
said
right.
D or Q. Yeah. Anyway, what?
I thought you said DR.
DAR. What?
It sounded wrong.
What about it?
I don't know.
Look at that hyena. Oh. Is this a zoo or something? What's happening here? Could you have a hyena as a pet?
No,
No, but I.
because as soon as they
Dated
get
them.
hungry, they will eat you.
Our hyena's a big player in Lion King.
Yeah, because they were in the first one too.
No,
they talk about the
replaced
shadow
it.
area that you can't go to.
Yeah, you should watch it, man. It's good.
Timon and
Elephant
Simba.
graveyards.
I'll watch it at some point.
The only thing that pulled me out was
Oh. Oh,
damn it. Was Donald Glover, Childish Gambino as Simba. I was like,
Does it sound like him?
that's Troy. That's Childish Gambino. Like his voice is very recognizable because I've watched a lot of his stuff, and I was like, but that's not him. It's like going back now that I've actually heard Matthew Broderick, and you go back and watch The Lion King, you're like, oh, that's Matthew Broderick.
Ferris Bueller.
Yeah.
That's Ferris Bueller's Matthew Broderick.
Yeah.
I watched
Yeah.
Fast Times at Ridgemont High the other day.
I don't think I've seen that movie.
I don't know if I've seen it.
What?
I've
That
seen
movie's pretty
scenes
good.
from it. I haven't actually watched it.
You know, it's a good movie that holds up to this day.
Dazed and Confused.
No, that movie sucks.
What?
Balls.
That movie's fantastic.
Speaking of
We
movies
used to
that
watch
wouldn't
that
get made
movie
these days.
Once a year, and it sucked every year. You know the day. But yeah, Porky's. That movie holds up.
Does it?
Yeah.
I
You
don't
seen
know
that
if I've
movie?
ever seen Porky.
Oh,
I saw
man.
Porky's when I was like
8.
16,
That
17.
movie's fucking awesome.
I need to go back and watch it again.
I think you'd like it.
I don't think that movie would get made these days.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Animal House, all that shit.
Movies. Porky's is way worse than
Could
Animal
American
House.
Pie
Yeah.
get made these days? No.
No. There's nothing
I think it's
super.
there's nobody that gets. So the measure of whether a movie will get made or not is something that is disrespectful to women, because Hollywood back in the day used to be very male focused and
I
patriarchal.
think it's like American Pie 3.
Yeah.
Or is it American Reunion or whatever? Whenever that like 16-year-old girls. It's kind of the same
What?
thing as
Animal House.
Animal House
Where are
with
you
the
going?
underage girl.
It's not ringing a bell.
There's an
What?
underage girl in a movie?
In yeah, it's one of the newer American Pies.
2 or
But in the
3.
first one,
Yeah, the first one, I can't think of anything in that movie that wouldn't be acceptable in today's society. I mean, it's a story about awkward kids.
the
trying
guy's
to get
fucking
laid.
a pie. I mean, it's
Yeah,
pretty
Couldn't be made
normal.
today. Can't fuck a pie in 2019, but 2000 or wherever it was made.
Winter Pie.
Speaking of
gonna
Blink-
get their rights.
Blink 182 is in that movie.
It is a lot.
And Sum 41.
Yep.
Are they?
Yeah.
I think it's the second. No, is it the first one that has that lit song? My Own Worst Enemy.
That lit song.
The only
lit song.
That song was huge. I wonder how much money they made off of that.
It was like voted the best song of that decade. Yeah. It's a good song.
It's on Rock Band, which we need to go shred some Rock Band soon.
That requires us talking to that person.
Yeah, we need to get him on the fucking show, man. Is this a show? Do we have a show? Is this a show?
We totally have a show.
We totally got a show.
This catfish gonna eat a fucking pigeon.
Would you ever go noodling?
Mm-hmm. Not with my arm.
Yeah, that's noodling. This motherfucker.
That's canoodling.
Doesn't matter. Had sex. Is it?
Just put a bag on my head. Still counts.
Like if you noodle with a catfish, is that bestiality?
Yes.
Is it
put
sexual?
Put your donger in there, yeah.
With your
Oh, with your dick. No, because you're gonna lose your dick and then it's no longer part of you.
But for a little second
they don't have teeth.
Bullshit! Look at it eating a bird. You seen that video of the monkey fucking a frog?
Yes. This is what we've devolved to.
That's one of my favorite like fucked up internet videos.
Yeah.
It's an early internet video too.
Oh my god.
Just the complete disregard for that frog's existence.
I hope so I don't know if I believe in reincarnation, but if I do, I hope that's like Hitler, that frog.
Or Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that guy's still alive.
Yeah, he's gonna die one day.
But that frog.
That's what you got to look forward to, Harvey Weinstein getting fucked by a monkey.
So I can't find Lit's net worth, but
who's a member of their band? Look up their band members.
When I look up Lit, it's the slang term. Lit band, Wikipedia. All right, who's the also known as Razzle and Stain?
Stain.
Yeah. Band members.
Man, what's the biggest one-hit wonder song? Macarena.
Probably. They might be big in Mexico.
Can you do the Macarena right now, all the way through?
I'd have to have guidance.
There's a lot of different versions of the Macarena.
No way. There's one.
Yeah. No, there's not.
There's only one true.
Oh, is there? Are you the Macarena expert?
No, but
Yeah,
I feel like
penis expert, Macarena expert, bathwater expert. What am I an expert of?
to be determined on the next episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look forward to that.
JT's the opulation expert too.
Well, he invented it, so.
I did. All right.
That person
Let's
driving
look
on
up
the
that
wrong
word.
side of the car.
Next week we'll return with the net worth of the Lit band members.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
I can't find it. Opulation. Let me Google this. Population is what it tells me. What is the correct spelling for opulation? Opulate is a word on Urban Dictionary.
Yeah, it's what
What does it say?
Beyonce does. She wants to know the baby.
I would feel like it gives you give money to somebody somehow, but
All right, we're gonna take guesses. What does opulate mean?
I have my
I don't
guess.
know.
You
Just
give
gave it.
somebody some money, you make them opulent in some way because you opulate them.
Okay.
So like, opulate. So like when you have a rich woman's baby.
Okay. Is that your?
Yes.
Okay.
Final answer.
Top definition on the official lexicon of our generation, urbandictionary.com. Opulate, to caress one's genitalia.
Well, that's
For an extra $10, Lexus will opulate you until the end of the song. Posted by Roger W., February 12th, 2008.
I'm more familiar with that term than I thought I was. It's a joke.
No, there's his joke for the
It's a
day.
joke.
That's his bad
Yeah.
joke for the day.
Thanks, buddy.
Here's a anagrammer asking if opulation in crosswords is an acceptable response.
Nay.
The answer is opulation has 0 possible clues. So that means that it is not a word. I have made a word. Opulation.
You
This
heard
has
it here
happened.
first.
But you gotta define it now. Like, it's not that.
I don't have to define it. We have to define it. That's our goal as the NTX podcast.
Okay, whatever.
You have to.
Fuck off, crab. Leave that turtle alone.
Dude, that turtle's eyes are...
No!
Oh! Fight back, turtle!
That's Krusty, though. Look at him. That's a
We
good
killed
show.
your
Is
brother.
his bro coming for him? Oh, no, it's another one dying.
Keep going, bro.
No, that's it.
Go!
Yeah, go.
Run! He's not faster
These
than
are
that.
baby turtles. Run away from crabs.
Oh, has he almost got it?
Even if a hatchling escapes, they're still in peril.
Oh, that
Vehicles
hill was
passing.
So big.
Oh no! Now they're gonna get run over by a vehicle.
Fuck.
Life is hard out there for a turtle.
So cold in the D.
It's so cold in the D.
Why are there people helping them?
Because
Why is there a road there?
it's
It's
life.
a beach.
they're going the wrong way. You're going the wrong way.
Oh, it's the lights. It's because they're probably navigating by the moon.
Oh, where did you just fall off?
Oh!
Dude?
Oh,
So-
my God.
Now they're at the club. It appears.
Fuck. Turtles a better social
So you
life
think
than
these
I
people
do.
walking with their bags like see the camera crew, see the hatchlings?
Yeah, look,
Yeah,
they're
you're
going
right.
to the lights.
Going to the lights.
They're disoriented.
Fuck, people suck. Y'all screwed over those turtles. I hope like they cut these
Don't
shots.
show this anymore. Help them over.
I
There
hope
you
they
go.
cut these shots and then go pick up the turtles and throw them in the water.
They did. See, he's in a cup.
I think they always... That's something... Oh, that's just a piece of trash on the ground. That's always like the wildlife photographer's conundrum
Yeah.
is, do you
Where to
interfere?
shoot.
You got to get the shot, and then when
For
it's really
these,
looking dangerous.
I say you do. You know why? Because humans interfered.
Look at all those dead turtles.
No, there are some dead ones there. Yeah.
They're yeah.
Hey.
If humans
Oh,
interfered,
here, this is how the Ninja
Oh.
Turtles got born. Oh, no,
yeah,
fall
it's
through.
okay. Yeah, let
Fall
those
through,
happen
buddy.
because
Fall
there will
through,
be
buddy.
toxic ooze there in a minute.
Oh, man. This is more depressing than anything I've ever seen. These little baby turtles. They're just trying to live.
That's fucked up. All right, we gotta get back on point. This is really pissed me off. Are we at 10?
This is a bad.
Yeah, we are
episode.
at time.
Thank God.
This is a bad episode. This is Cities. Episode 6, I think it is.
Yeah, this was an episode that Blue would get pissed off about.
Why?
Poor turtles.
Blue gets pissed off whenever Blue Planet or Discovery shows human intervention in nature.
Why?
Because he says that it is opinionated about
Oh,
alleged climate change.
That humans are
Oh
evil.
no, he's one of them.
Yeah.
He's one of them.
I'll have to educate him next time.
I mean, I don't understand.
We're gonna do climate change now.
I guess we've already talked about Me Too. Shit. Climate change is an interesting one because it's entirely based upon like misinformation and trying to find truth. And the problem is that
Define yourself one way or the other.
I believe that climate change and specifically human-caused
Human,
climate change is a real thing.
Okay.
And I do get where people
way you
come
said
from
that.
in the sense that we don't necessarily know for sure because us affecting the climate has been such a short possible period of time,
Yeah.
and that there are definitely periods of a hot Earth and a cold Earth, and perhaps we're just on the uptick of a hot time. But if that's the case, are we making it that much worse by being here? We have to, right?
Yeah. Well, so here's the thing. And this is the reason why it is a debate as opposed to just accepting fact and doing something to challenge it. Is that the people who are actually doing the science are held to a code of ethics to where they have to be able to prove without, I mean, it's kind of like court cases.
Right.
They have to be able to prove that the data that they have observed and that the experiments that they have run are showing truth. They're showing that climate is in fact changing. And so there's always built-in uncertainty to that because they have to say, well, but our data could be, influenced by X variable. And so we can't account for that, so we have to notate this in our study. We have to notate this in our report. And so that fact that they have doubt built into it leaves open the ability to argue against the truth that they say that the data points to.
Right.
And most people do not have time to go through and actually learn everything they need to learn to understand what those scientific studies are saying. So what they want is somebody smart enough to read that, to give them the interpretation of it, and then make their opinions and form their opinions
Explain
on
like
that.
I'm 5.
Exactly. Explain like I'm 5. Now, I don't know if anybody in this room is smart enough to read a climate science scientific paper and fully understand all of the implications of it
yeah.
and
I mean,
everything.
isn't that what Mateo does? Part of Matteo's job.
He's not in the room. But, I mean,
Yeah.
he could be, right?
But that's what he does is like, yeah. I'm sorry.
But that does not invalidate your opinions. Because your opinion, as a human on this earth, we all share the same... we all share the same
Mateo
earth,
told me
right?
that's-
Like, we all share the same responsibility. We all share the same ability to affect change, right? But the problem is that it's like chant ball. It's not who's right, it's who's loudest. And that's why it's a debate.
Well, it's like chant ball, but also people are throwing quarters and nickels at you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I do somewhat agree with the sense that even if we aren't affecting the climate, is it really that bad of an idea to try and help out the Earth in whatever way we see fit?
Like, can't we...
It's like Pascal's wager. Like, you know what Pascal's wager is?
No.
So, maybe not kind of sense, but Pascal's wager was like with Christianity, where like maybe God doesn't exist, or maybe he does. But maybe I'll just be a better person either way. And if I'm wrong, at the end of the day, if he doesn't exist, I was still a better person and better for humanity. So
Agreed.
There's like a
And
bring
agreed.
me. There's a line in a Bring Me the Horizon song that's like, if I don't believe in him, how can he believe in me? Which I'm not really that religious, but that line always, because they're not a religious band, but it's kind of the same.
yeah.
You
mean,
know,
can't-
if I don't believe in him, there's no way that it's going to help me.
Does it really hurt if we
Right.
are more
Attempting to better our lives through whatever means we see fit.
Like-
is it really going to hurt us because it's not real?
fossil fuels aren't a long-term solution either way.
No, they're not.
So
Because it is a finite resource. And all resources are finite.
except for correct, even solar is a finite
Yeah,
resource.
eventually.
Yeah, eventually
The sun will not
the
be
sun
there.
will be gone.
But we got a new star.
We'd be dead too, though.
We'd be
Oh,
dead too.
long
And
dead.
it's all a matter of scale. Like, in a long enough scale, eventually nothing matters. But in a short-term scale,
God, that hurts.
in a...
That's why I hate looking at space and like the
Oh,
universe.
yeah. Man.
Heat death.
If you want to feel insignificant, even though you're
So
already
humongous big.
Space so humongous
just
big.
oh man, look at the universe and the size and just you're nothing.
To touch on your point there, Pascal's wager and I don't have a nice way to wrap it up, but you're both saying the same thing.
Sorry.
And I agree in that can't we all agree that in general, toxic waste dumps are not a good thing.
Right.
And pollution is not a good thing. And breathing clean air is a good thing.
Right.
And clean drinking water is a good thing. These are all...
Or yeah,
Try not to
being able to tell our kids what turtles were, or show them what turtles are,
As opposed
versus
to...
they're all extinct. Sorry.
We have 4K footage of them, though. We can show them.
Yeah.
And
getting
VR,
eaten
they
by
can
a
experience
crab and
it.
shit.
Yeah.
These were crabs, which don't exist anymore either. But look at them fucking this turtle up.
Yeah. Motherfucking crabs. I mean, nature's a thing. Climate change is a thing in the sense that climate is always changing.
Right.
The question is
Are we
whether
fucking it up?
humans are accelerating the rate of change.
If we're influencing it.
Yeah. And there's also, the hubris of man. I almost said hubris. The hubris of man is to think that, are we actually capable of changing the earth? But I mean, the
so,
science
yeah.
is there. I mean, we've learned forever that our oxygen or our atmosphere is made up of certain gases, and the reason why warmth stays in our atmosphere is because certain gases trap heat.
And like holes in the ozone has kind of been proven, right?
Yeah, I mean, all of these things have been
there
proven.
are in weird spots.
All the big problem is that there's literally everything that anybody has ever experienced exists within the realm of this globe, right? So everything that you see, like all of it, is all part of the problem and all part of the solution.
Final solution.
Hopeful. Dude.
Jesus Christ, man.
Fuck.
But I do believe that climate change is a real thing. I do
Yeah.
believe that the impacts of climate change are being debated as to how much of an impact we are having.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that there is a break point where, and here's the other thing, we will get to a point where humans will not be able to inhabit the earth if we continue on the same path.
If it's real.
No, in general. I think that everything that humans have done is leading to a point where humans can no longer
we
exist.
are fucking
There's a path of no
population,
return.
all that shit.
Yeah, but the earth will always be here. It may not be inhabitable for humans.
Be a rock.
Yeah.
God, could you imagine if we just left it? Not
Fucking Wall-E.
Just
when they
dirt.
came back.
Problem is,
No plants.
we've
no
got to
humans, no
hit
buildings.
like that threshold where we have the technology and the capabilities and the
I mean,
resources
we're gonna
to
be on the
leave
moon in-
our solar system before we can do that.
We're gonna be on the moon.
What does the moon have? Moon has
we can
jack
make some
shit.
Yeah.
I think the real problem for
And
humans is that, like, it's not going to be like the earth heats up so much that you can't survive on it. What's going to happen is that it's going to start affecting crops. It's
Right.
start gonna it's going to start
Interstellar.
Yeah, exactly. Interstellar hit it on the fucking nail, or hit the head on hit the nail on the head. Thank you.
Hit on the nail.
You did it wrong. But that was due to Dust Bowl, and then there was also blight, and there was a couple other reasons.
Yeah.
But it was all kind of climate change implied.
Yeah.
That's going to force changes. And you know what's funny? The U.S. military believes in climate change, and they have plans for it. Because the deal is that resources are a big part of national security. Mm-hmm. And if you get to a point where you can't grow crops in the fucking grain belt of the U.S., then resources become a really big issue for the U.S.
Can't provide anything for us, so why
How do you
should we
feed 'em?
protect you? Why should we do anything for you?
Yeah. It's
Well,
a big
we
deal.
probably won't be
it's
alive
AOE.
for that.
Like, if you can't build farms, you're fucked.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't
It's
build
all a
knives.
matter of resources.
Well,
And the people who, are thinking long term are looking at this problem in more realistic terms, as opposed to, well, climate's always been changing my whole life, so it's not that big a deal.
yeah.
But I do appreciate you bringing up the fact that fossil fuels is not a long-term solution, because the deal is, like, if you talk to people, if you talk to any scientist about it, it's a matter of we're going to run out of fossil fuels in 20 years or 100 years.
Yeah, I mean, even natural gas is not a long term.
None
A
of
lot of
it
gas is like fucking helium.
Yeah.
Like MRIs are about to go up, skyrocket. Like our helium supply is dwindling fast.
Yep. Do you want to
So-
know why I know that you know a lot about helium?
Shut up, because you're gonna dox me. But yes,
We've already been doxxed so hard.
I mean, eventually you're just going to have to own your persona online. And it has to be the point where we start making money before we actually do that.
Yeah.
it's not even just because of that. It's just because of work and stuff.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't be free with what you say on this podcast until it no longer affects your ability to make money.
Well, I was just saying, like, I'm familiar with the helium because of work, because I am paying for MRIs and stuff. Or at least seeing the prices of MRIs. Anyway, you need helium for MRIs.
You do. I did not know
Why?
that.
Do you know why?
Because it's a
I didn't know
noble
that
gas,
until just now.
and so
What is their role in an MRI?
I think it cools the magnets.
Yeah, well,
Does
yeah, so it's a noble gas, so it, yeah.
An inert substance. but it does not react with something.
Huh.
The magnets.
I've never had an MRI.
Fucking magnets, how do they work?
I don't
I've
know.
had CT scans, never an MRI.
Have you had a CT scan, but not
For kidney stones, bro.
I had a CT scan. Did
Two
you have to
kidneys.
do the contrast where they actually like inject you?
No, I did 2
Did you
CT
feel like you had to
scans.
pee?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That was the weirdest thing ever because she told me about it and I was like, that's not gonna fucking happen to me. And I was like, I'm about to piss my pants.
But it was fake.
Yeah, it's just the
Yeah,
way
it
that
sucks.
whatever. What's
It's unpleasant.
Pushes on your bladder a little bit.
No, it's probably. I don't know. I'm not a scientist.
I don't know
but
what it is anymore. It used to be like radium.
Yeah, it's the
Radium.
contrast that they inject in you. Whatever it is, it affects your nervous system or your bladder
Dick
or
hole,
something. Yes, your dick hole. Enlarges your urethra.
H.
All right, so
that
we're
note.
sitting at Century Club time levels here. So I think that's probably
It's a good episode, boys.
it's probably about time to wrap up.
Okay.
That was a good episode. We got into some real shit.
Flued. We flowed.
Oh,
Stop.
until you said fluid, we came up with
Okay,
a word.
opulate.
Opulate.
Yeah.
Any closing thoughts?
Rip.
Go watch Once Upon a Time in Hollywood so you cannot have to skip.
A section
The
of next week's
spoilers.
podcast.
Probably most of our conversation next week.
Yeah, it'll probably be about 30 minutes. That's how
Yeah.
long we took for Game of Thrones.
Yeah, but
This
Once
is
Upon
better.
a Time Hollywood is good. So
Fair enough. All right. Well, thanks everybody for listening. This has been episode 29 of the NTX
29.
Podcast.
DeMarco
Next
Murray's
week.
episode.
Next week,
30, boys.
we're going to have wine.
Oh, fuck. Wine and Once Upon a Time. This is going to be a great episode.
It's going to be a great one. Make sure you tune in. I'm JT.
Mateo.
D.
Thanks for listening, everybody.